Hi everyone, it's Bobbi-Jo and welcome to my home. Welcome anybody who is new. What we're doing here is kind of learning calligraphy together. I am trying to learn and I figured I'd bring my subscribers along with me. So if you're interested in that, please, take up your pen and follow us along. Anybody who's here again, thank you, thank you, thank you. So what we did last time was T and F, and that was on Tuesday. So I go to, you guys are going to think this is so funny, I imagine, anyways. I go to practice. And I run out of ink in my broad pen. So I put a new cartridge in it, thinking, it looks like the old one. Now, this is a new cartridge that I bought that, didn't come with the kit, right? So anyways, it looked the same, so I just put it in, and I had a really hard time getting it in. I pushed and pushed and pushed. This one still has some from the kit. This pen I got secondhand years ago. That and things to replace, because I have certain different colored, different size nibs with it. So I got that one, and then this one is my favorite one, which is the broad stroke. So this is the one that ran out. So I put the ink in, it won't go, it won't go, it won't go. But then I go to this one, but on this one, the ink is coming out. Oh yeah, it won't do it now, will it? No, it's not going to do it now. Yeah, see, it goes like that blob at the end of it. So I was mad at that, so I put that aside. Then I couldn't get the ink out of this one. So I switched to this. I said, well, with the other pen, maybe it'll work. You can see with this one, nothing is coming out right now. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's just whatever it's in the mood for, I think. Whether or not it wants to. So anyways, I get mad at this one. And I'm practicing. Like, I practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced. Literally hours of practice to try to get the control of this pen and make it look like. So at one point I start like shaking it, and I'm shaking it really hard trying to get the ink down. Look at my book. It's all over my book. It's all over the clothing I was wearing. Luckily it was nothing extraordinary. But the ink will never come out, I assure of that. But look at all the ink in my book. It went everywhere. I didn't even realize it was doing it for a while until I looked up at my book and all these spots on my book. But the book looks better than the clothing. If you can believe that. So I'm going to try. Oh I'll unscrew this one. This one screws on instead of... I'm going to try doing our letters today with, you know, like my broad pen again and see how we do. So, as I said, so we've done I. This is I. We've done T. We've done F, which is very similar. Now we're going to do E. So what she shows is that we do a little curve. Looks almost, it's just not as long. It looks almost like that though. It's just not as long. And then we're going to do the bottom, do the thing around, and do a cross like the T, and then do the middle. So here we go. If you're going to pause that, and let's see how we do, if only to see if the pen's going to work. All right. So we're going to go and then we'll go I think that looks pretty good. I've been practicing these things because I just couldn't get them right. Okay, so see, I've been practicing these, and I've been practicing these, just so that I could do the T and the F and the E all the same pretty much. So we'll do a few more here. I hope everybody's doing well. We are fantastic because it's cooler weather. Now it's too cold, which makes complete sense. See, I can't make that one. See, I'm used to doing the T, right? So I gotta stop doing that. So it's like 20 degrees difference. So it was in degrees, it was Humidex was 30 something, high 30s the other day. And now 2 days later, it feels like 11 degrees. So it's a little tiring, going up and down. I'm covering this so you guys can't see. Oh, I gotta back up here a little bit, you guys. I wanted to tell anybody who's new, I wanted to tell you who did this book. So it's by Diane. I keep murdering it, so I will just show you. It's Introduction to Calligraphy, the Art of Beautiful Penmanship. And it is, I keep forgetting, Chancery style. So that's what we're practicing right now. That's what we're working on right now. So yeah, it's funny how if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. I find this letter a little bit easier than that, learning the top of the T and the F, like, well, learning the whole letter, the whole thing was I'm still beating on it, and make sure that you're going back and you're practicing the other letters again. But I'm sure once we get more relaxed with it, they're gonna even seem easier, because already I find that the I and the T and the F are easier for me. They're not perfect by any way, shape, or form. I think I need a few more years for that. And for those new, they suggest not learning with lines, so that you get a natural, you're able to do your lines straighter on any type of paper. You get dependent on the lines, I guess. I think I'm going too far up on that one. Anyways, Che is hyper, because of the cooler weather. So he has been excited. I do find it easier when I'm doing the top to come off the page, and you wouldn't think that it would make a difference, right? You would think that you'd want to try to do it, yeah, like as close into there. If I take it completely off, I find that I handle those a little bit better. That one was not very good. Also, for those that are new, you try to have your nib at a 45-degree angle, by between 30 and 45. It's holding it. So if you have a right angle, your nib should be about right in the center of that. And I find sometimes when I do that, it helps remind me. So if I do that on my page, it helps me remind me of this is the where my nib should be. This is how I should be holding my nib. If that makes any sense. So I have to hold my nib this way. So you're doing your letters with that nib. And my pen is giving me trouble. So that's what practicing. So I figure I'll I think I'm going to order some like a calligraphy pen that refills, and it has a like a piston refill on it, so it soaks up. And that way I just have to buy ink instead of worrying about whether cartridges will fit. Oh, I'm doing I was about to do the T. I wonder why they always do the curvature. Always do the curvature like second or third. I'm just wondering why they don't do it with the top. But I imagine once you learn, because for me, the most natural thing on this would be to do that, do this, and then do that, and then do my, see what I mean about my pens not wanting to work. There. So yeah, I just wonder about that. Okay. So I'm going to try another one of these. Yeah, so just some curvy work. Like I didn't get my curves right. I might need to just practice like that for a bit. Okay, so second letter for the day. Let's see how we do with H. So if you're pausing, this is what you need for H. So we're going to do the curvature first, which like is funny because I just said it was second usually. So first is the curvature, then the top, well, this part, and then there's a little thing above this part that goes like that. Then it's down and up, and then strike across for the H. This is going to be hard, I think. Getting these lined up is what's going to be hard for me. Especially when you're doing that first. Like I imagine you could do it too. Is do this part first. Like, because to match that up, anyways. Yeah, I'm probably going to try it that way, but I'll do it her way for now and go from there. All right, so I'm sure you guys can see that because this is going to be a hard one. I have a feeling anyways. You guys probably master it in no time. But for me, I think it's going to be hard. All right. Yeah, that's better than I thought I would look. So, I will probably be practicing a lot more tonight. Oh, that's too long, so this one's not as hard as I thought it would be. My pen is acting up again. It's responding terrible right now. Let's see if I can do better with my other one. Oh, that's terrible. Wow. That one's too not doing very good, you guys. It's the ink problem, I think. Yeah, definitely going to order the new piston one. This one comes out too much. I think this one's damaged somehow. Don't know. I just find it odd that it's putting too much ink out. Sorry about this, you guys. I do not like the new, and they're Stradler, they're not cheap. They're not cheap ink cartridges. Like, I bought brand name on purpose to learn with, but I'm slowly realizing that it doesn't really matter that it's Stradler. Why will it work down here and not up there? Alright, so I write better with this pen. It's old because I bought it secondhand, but I do better with it. Alright. Alright. Start over. Now this one here, I think, is a fine tip, so it's not going to give me the lines as much as I like, but to try to make this a little bit less, so that when I come down, yeah, I do certainly like to make these long, don't I? Anybody that's following along and has a YouTube channel, I would love it if you showed what you're practicing. It would be really nice for people to see. Oh, ink's not at me again. Let's see if this one may be our cue to call it a day, because we don't seem to be getting anything much done. Oh, there's the ink again. Like I said, I did hours this week of practicing. I have to be careful though, because if I do it all at once, it won't be good. My hands don't like that. That is straight line, Bobbi-Jo. See, when the ink flows, it's beautiful ink. Just got to get it to flow. So yeah, I have to be careful. It's like the diamond painting. I love it, but I have to be careful. I've got a new one coming in from my mother-in-law I can't wait to get. It's a Christmas one. She's a big Christmas buff. So I got her a diamond painting with the troll on it, a gnome on it. Christmas gnome. Not doing very well in these. Anyways, I can't wait to get it and start working on it. I got it on purpose. Now, because I know I won't be able to do, like, I'll have to take my time with it. Okay, let's do a clean page. One more line for you guys. Because we're doing 37 minutes, mostly because of my ink. So, that was not a good one, Bobbi-Jo. All right, so you guys, I appreciate your patience with my ink, and I will continue to practice, as I know you probably will too. And yeah, we'll meet back here on Tuesday and we'll do the next 2 letters. And yeah, practice makes perfect. The more I practice it, I find the more fluid it gets. All right, you guys, thanks for stopping by. All right, bye.